prioritizing sisterhood and friendship is the goal of the holiday SISMAS. And I sat down with entrepreneur and jewelry designer Simone Smith to learn more.
Simone, can you tell us about SISMAS? What is SISMAS?
Christmas is a celebration of sisterhood and friendship during the holiday season. And it's something that I started when we had when we were living bi-coastal. We moved to California in 2009 because my husband was working on a television show. And I've always been the nucleus of my group here in New York. I'm always the one gathering and having the parties and I missed my girlfriends, even though I have my girlfriends in LA, but I had missed my girlfriends. So when I would come home around the Christmas holiday, I would gather with my girlfriends and we would eat and drink and celebrate one another, catch up, because a lot of people don't see each other until Christmas because of the busy schedules. But Christmas was really created to celebrate sisterhood and friendship and to continue to build lasting relationships.
I love that. Yeah, as I've learned kind of in adulthood, you have to take that extra step to go meet your friends, go make that time and kind of keep those connections alive. Would you say that's why you created Sismas? Or you talked about the inspiration, but where did this all come from? Where did that light bulb of an idea come off?
I mean, because it was just something that I always did. I always had the gatherings at my house. I always had the parties at my house. And I was really just missing that. So what happened was I would come home and it became something that I did every time I would come home for the Christmas holidays because I couldn't do California for Christmas. Growing up on the East Coast is like you want the cold weather and the snow if it snows. And it was just something that I did. And then by the third year, I said, hey, ladies, we're going to do a theme. And this year's theme is going to be onesies. And that same year, my daughters was like, Ma, your girlfriends, they need to all do a talent show. So then everybody would kind of gather and you have these three over here, they're doing this, they're putting this together, these two over here doing this. And then it became a talent show. And then a year after that, it was like another theme and it was a talent show and a fashion show. And then and I always give good gifts because, I'm a jewelry designer. So everybody wants to win a gift because they don't know if they're going to get, of course, a beautiful pair of hoop earrings or a bangle or a necklace. And that's just really how it came about. But I always celebrated sisterhood. I always celebrated my sisters. I think it's important. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a mama. I have four beautiful grandchildren, four beautiful kids, a handsome husband. But women have to make time for each other and celebrate each other because we need that sisterhood. So I was just always that. That's what my grandmother did. My grandmother had prayer meetings with her girlfriends all my life growing up. So my grandmother always gathered with her friends. And so it's just a part of who I am. It's a part of my foundation, a part of my upbringing. It's a part of my DNA. It's in my DNA.
At the end of Sismas, how do you feel?
I mean, everybody, first of all, at the end of Christmas, if you have any lashes on, some of them are probably coming off because it's so much laughter, especially when that talent show. Because when I tell you my girlfriends are serious, they are serious. They are serious. So, at the end of Christmas, I just feel like I feel good. I feel inspired. I feel empowered because that's what my village is all about.
And happy early Sismas.
Happy early Christmas.
Yay.
Gather with your girls. Gather
I
with your
love it.
girls and all the women in your life, as many as you can on December 13th.